It's time for Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. Live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Milton Glueck along with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson sitting on the porch on an absolutely gorgeous South Texas. Are we fall or winter? I guess it's not officially winter,
close. We're getting close to winter.
Okay, and a beautiful fall day in San Antonio. You hearing yourself okay? You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Good. All righty. So we want you to come on by because it's the last day of Milberger's big annual open house for Christmas. The holiday open house is a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun watching all the families with the kids. They go get pictures with Santa. They ride the little red choo-choo.
Through the Christmas tree
through the forest. Yep, absolutely. And we had one little boy. Boy, he wanted to see Santa.
Yeah, he did. He cornered me in the...
He really took Calvin out.
Yeah. I was busy there looking at cyclamen, and he was more interested in Santa Claus than cyclamen.
Look, pal, you look like you know Santa. Where do I go? What am I doing? I don't know why he has that accent, but the kid did. It was weird. All right, well, 210-308-8867 is the number to call. We want to hear from you. We also have popcorn, and we've got face painting, and we have Frito pie, and we have...
I was going to say Frito pie, chili.
Yeah.
When they've got the balloon...
the balloon animals.
Yeah.
And they do a great job.
Swords.
The Christmas swords, and I saw some little Rudolphs yesterday and stuff. But
my favorite, wassail.
Oh, they do have the
wassail.
wassail. Yeah, I gotta fix you so I can hear you just a little better. There we go.
All right.
There you are. So, so come on by. You won't be disappointed. It's lots of stuff going on. And
not to mention all the flowers and blooms.
Yes, not to mention all the flowers and bloom. Yes, you said you were hanging around the cyclamen.
Yeah. And then of course, cyclamen are on sale, but so are the huge selection of snapdragons.
Mm-hmm.
And calendula, petunias, even those, what is that petunia we like, Milton? Wave, yeah, a lot of waves. Oh, that's what Mark, Mark was waving, I guess.
No.
Oh, okay, I'm just kidding.
But and then there's even the stalks. You can, you walk near the blooms, of course, and you'll smell the wonderful fragrance of the phlox. Mm-hmm. And the same thing, they'll do the same thing for your garden, too. So it doesn't take many, or in containers by your doors.
It's wonderful to see. They really grow. You give them just the right conditions, and they're super happy, and they're filling out that container I put them in. And
Well, this weather, they just love that. Well, all of those annual flowers, winter annuals, love this weather.
Yeah.
40 degrees is...
So come on by. It was a big day yesterday. There were lots of folks that were here till 3. And, you'll have a lot of fun. You can bring the kids, the grandkids. And I see a lot of people bring... We had the 2 dogs that we just came up with. Did you see them? You walked right by them?
We had
But we had Parker yesterday.
Yeah, we did have Parker.
But
Parker,
we had to kind of designate because Mark looked a lot like those old dogs.
Yeah, it was hard to tell sometimes.
We identified him being on the far right, and
he was a little taller than the dogs, but not much. And so, but yes,
just as furry.
Dogs are welcome too. Santa loves dogs, and we'll take pictures with your dog. I guess the cat too. We had that cat that was walking on the leash here yesterday as well.
And Milton,
yes.
We still have monarch butterflies.
Yeah.
And red admirals.
Does that make people happy or sad?
It's one of those things that you can't really control. The monarchs do what they want to do on their migration. We hope that they leave in time to get down to the wintering grounds before the cold weather gets them, but they are looking really good here, and they're taking advantage of the nectar plants.
Yep, and the warmth and all that. They're loving it. Again, 210-308-8867. We talked about Christmas gifts for the gardener in your world, and we can talk about that too again today, but I want to encourage you to call us at 210-308-8867 if you have a gift that you've given that you just think, wow, that was just perfect. Maybe it was a tree, maybe it was a plant, maybe it was a gift card from Milburgers.
Yeah, gift certificate would fit all those.
Yeah, because you can do whatever you want with it. Maybe you got a hoe, maybe you got the knife. What was the knife?
Soil knife.
Soil knife.
Well, and then the gift certificate, you can kind of determine how much that's going to be, what the value, and then your gardener who gets the gift can determine when they want to take advantage of the gift certificate and what it's going to be. How it'll fit in with their landscape plan. It makes it so convenient if you get a landscape plan.
One of the things that always makes perfect sense to me is, so like in January, early February, the trees will start arriving. So maybe, they want a tree, they want a pecan tree, they want a something tree, and they can't really get it now at Christmas. I'm just making this up. They could probably get it. But there are other things that the nursery doesn't quite have this season, but they could get.
Things like fruit trees.
Yeah, we still have some. The fruit trees. We have citrus, but, maybe there's a variety. But the point being that the gardener in your world can get what they want when they want with a gift certificate from Milburgers.
Well, and Mark will probably have to remind us, too, that right now is one of the best times to plant shade trees, and Milburgers does have a great selection. And Mark yesterday explained how to take advantage of the CPS program.
CPS Energy has a program, the Green Shade tree shade. I always recommend folks Google CPS Energy Green Shade, and the website will pop up.
Yeah, it's easier.
And all the rules and requirements, as well as the permitted tree list. And like Calvin just said, we do have a lot, if not all, of the trees on that permitted list.
$50 for each one, as long as you plant one of those recommended. And like Mark says, they're all of them they're here are probably on that list. And then the other thing is you plant them. The specifications aren't very demanding, but what they do is if you plant them in the right spot, they'll reduce your power cost, your air conditioning cost, and the trees will be very successful. And how far from the house, Mark?
Well, we had a big argument about that in the early stages of the program. I wanted specific limits, and CPS said, we're going to be a little liberal on that. So there is no definitive distance from the house, but we do have to plant them on the southwest or east sides of the house, not the north side. That's the major requirement.
Well, if we had our choice, what would we, at least 15 feet?
Yes, 15 feet is the minimum that any shade tree should be on the house. Ornamental trees, we can go a little closer to 10 feet, but shade trees should be 15, preferably 18.
Well, our column next week is going to be on the living Christmas trees.
Ooh, yeah.
And this is one of the opportunities for a gardener to get access to a evergreen, like a pine. Mm-hmm. Now, some of those, though, you probably don't want to plant them with 15 feet close to the house.
Yeah, too close. You want them a little, preferably 18 to 20 feet.
Well, they got, Italian stone pine?
They got my favorites, all three of my favorites here, evergreens. Italian stone pine, Aleppo pine, and Arizona cypress.
When folks are probably not a lot familiar with Aleppo pine. Now, one of the bases, where did we do that big survey years ago? Was that Fort Sam?
We did one on Fort Sam, but I think the original was Lackland. I think that's where Lackland was, and they had a lot of Afghans and a lot of Aleppos. And
did the Afghans survive? Oh, yeah, that Afghan.
Yeah, más o menos.
Yeah.
Some places where I prefer to do the Afghan. Yeah, it's a really droughty place, the south or west slope, facing slope on a slope, and that's kind of the key. Not in a line. I'm sorry, they can't be used for buffers. They really are individual species.
And my two favorite, which I did buy as living Christmas trees, and both of them are doing very well. And that one is Deodar cedar, and that's doing real fine. And then the other one is the Arizona cypress.
Yeah.
And
we have multiple sizes here.
Yeah,
that's kind of the cool.
And that Arizona cypress is pretty invincible, and so if you want a really drought tolerant tree that is not bothered by our poor soils or our pests or our weather, that's definitely one. And the Deodar cedar,
we may have some. We just didn't have them out on display as living Christmas tree, but we probably do have some Deodar cedar somewhere in the back lot. So,
well, we'll have to check. I thought we did have them. I know in years past we had them because that's where I got mine. Well,
you may be right. When I get a cup of coffee here at the break, I will check.
And we'll talk. So we talked about the gift certificates, and then we'll have a lot of opportunity to talk about books. Great books for gardeners. New books on the market.
Yeah.
And if you're into the butterflies, a lot of our gardeners are. There's some of the new books are especially entertaining or informative are about the butterflies too.
Yeah. And then from people here who know Texas and who know San Antonio.
Who we've interviewed.
Yep, we've had on the show.
Monica
Monica
Michael, and what's our other one?
The Wendy Williams. She's out on the East Coast, but she was very informative as well. Really liked her.
Oh,
yeah.
There's that old timer.
But anyway, yeah. So if you've got a, do you want to kind of start there, or do you want to hear what's happening in Milton's garden?
Let's hear what's in Milton's garden.
Okay, so
it's always good for a few laughs.
Yes, it is. All right. Well, you laughed at me. I don't, about the.
I did laugh at you.
The mountain
Karen
laurel.
Was
she was kind.
more.
But guess what? So I noticed today that poor little thing I dug up and tried to get to do something, and now is all tan.
Yeah.
It's not all tan. There is some green on it. So
part of it is green.
So
was this a Texas mountain laurel?
Yeah. I dug it up, and so I told Mark and Karen that and I was telling them about it. So I kind of looked at Mark, and
I had great mirth.
Yes, he did. He laughed and laughed and laughed. He was banging on the table. Poor Karen had to say,
"No, it wasn't that bad."
Oh, come on! Karen was like, "Mark, calm down. It's okay." But yeah.
So, no, you didn't answer me.
Oh.
Because this is important.
Oh,
where is the green on the location of the plant?
It's on the stem coming up in one of the offshoots of the leaf. Is that good or bad?
No, I was just wondering. I would have loved it to be a little lower. Lower on the stem.
Oh, okay. It's not too bad. I'll take a picture for you.
Well, it's pretty promising, Mark. If it's not. I was kind of expecting it to be the leaves have fallen on the ground and
no, they
green.
Broken in half. The stem. Okay.
The leaves are holding on to the poor little thing. They don't fall off, I guess.
Well, and if the listeners are worried about that, the Texas mountain laurel is, and I'm sure they've discussed this last weekend, but they're notorious for being hard to transplant.
Yeah, that's why Mark laughed.
Yeah.
And Karen was, again, very comforting. But anyway, so that's...
You couldn't talk Karen into staying, huh?
No, we tried. It was... no, okay. And so I just saw one tomato plant. Remember I told you that my tomatoes were kind of going kaput. The others are doing okay. So this one just decided to give it up. It was the first one I planted, and it's all brown on the bottom coming up. And
Really?
yeah, but the rest of them, actually, I'm getting a lot of the 968s, so they'll start ripening, I guess. I hope.
Yeah, and just keep harvesting those the tomato if they're full size and they show any color change. Get them in and let them ripen inside. The other thing is the broccoli. Make sure you get that harvested, so it doesn't go to doesn't go to seed or bloom, because get that big head off there, so that it can start making those new heads too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had James from Guadalupe call, and
you
get a quit.
He was advising he likes to get that big head, first big head off as soon as possible, as soon as you can.
Yeah, and then do the.
And you can cut those up, or you can cook them in a recipe.
Right. So he really likes those little crown.
A lot of
are they called broccolini, or is that a special kind of broccoli?
That's a special kind of broccoli.
Oh, okay.
The other thing that's the Brussels sprouts are they're producing some of the little sprouts now too, so they'll be ready pretty soon.
They're the dogs.
And the cauliflower will be producing the heads
and cabbage.
But you can also you want to keep harvesting those greens. That Swiss chard. And our kale. What are some of the other? Cabbage, of course. You want. Yeah, don't let it go. Those cabbage heads go too long. Get them harvested.
Get those going. They should be coming on right about now.
And
good. Okay.
Yeah.
The carrots are finally coming up and showing some seed. I had a lot of trouble with. And I think a lot of gardeners did, getting the seeded carrots to prosper. But I think part of it was that weather, and then the drying out. But they seem to like this weather pretty well. And of course, the radishes are doing fine. Beets are similar to the situation with the carrots. Now. What we had at least one gardener report that last week, or was it yesterday, about that they had lettuce that was coming up.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to. I'll tell you.
We have lots of different transplants. Plus, we have the seeds for the Crawford lettuce.
Yeah,
at the front cashier's counter, which makes an excellent stocking.
Well, and that was
stocking stuffer.
Yes, that would make a great stocking stuffer, and. To tell you that these guys have been right made me put on a big smile this morning. So when I planted it last year, it was in a big storage container filled with soil that I punched holes in the bottom, and it grew, and it was great. And then I planted the tomato in there, and the tomato did well. And then the cantaloupe was also in there, but the cantaloupe went kaput. So it's been dormant for a couple months now, and all of a sudden I'm out there today and I see what I'm guessing is the Crawford reseeding lettuce came back from being in there. Yeah, it's kind of a purplish dark green sprout. Yeah,
and I went ahead and did the like the Steve Brown thing, got my paper sack out with the tops and just pulled
them off and just put them in the paper bag.
Put them in these places. So hopefully mine will be coming up too soon.
Yeah, you'll have to check. But so I watered it and did everything, and it was kind of made me smile because it was like, they said it would come back. They said be prepared.
And it just reinforces the idea that a lot of those winter annuals that we grow with seeds like it when the weather is cool and the soil is moist. And then of course, the lettuce, you don't want to cover the seed. You never want to cover the seed. So that's another important part.
All righty, we're going to take a quick break. While we do, give us a call, 210-308-8867. If you want to see some more butterflies, look over your right shoulder. 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up. What do you think you should get for, what do you want for your Christmas garden list? 210-308-8867 on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. 210-308-8867, the number to call. And come on out and be a part of the big celebration. Bring the kids, the grandkids, and the pups. Take pictures with Santa. Enjoy some wassail. How's the wassail?
Wassail is excellent.
Okay, I think Calvin's going to go get some real quick. And then you did some research, Mark. What'd you find out? Did you do some research?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
During the break, I went and looked, and unfortunately, there are no Deodar cedars out where we are keeping the living Christmas trees.
Okay.
That does not mean we don't have some. And so we may have some elsewhere on the lot. So, but we did. I confirmed we did have the Aleppo and the stone and the Arizona cypress.
Good.
And we have some rosemary.
They're naturally shaped, or they're
naturally shaped.
Okay.
So now, as they grow up, they'll lose this Christmas tree form. The Italian stone tends to be at its full maturity tends to be like an umbrella.
Oh, okay.
So the top of the canopy is like.
I'm going to look for it online.
Yeah, just go and look at any kind of Tuscan landscape.
Okay.
You'll see them in the background. But the Aleppo will be more oval.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's kind of like real tall with nothing, and then all of a sudden, it does sort of look like an umbrella.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And the Aleppo will be kind of oval.
Okay.
Oval to round at maturity, more roundish, I guess.
I'm going to look up. So there we go. I've forgotten. There we go. Yeah. Okay.
1L.
What up?
A-L.
A-L-E-P-P-O?
Yeah. Two P's. No, two L's.
A-L-E-P-P-O. Yeah.
Some people put that extra L.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you have to pay more for that, and I'm pretty cheap. So I don't.
I'd say it's a beautiful tree. And I like it because it really is wonderful for our environment.
All right.
With sands cold, with sands the heat.
Yeah, and doing
sands the drought.
So in doing a little research, I found this, and it talked about trees and shrubs. December is a prime planting season.
It is.
Is that
the
accurate?
Planting season.
It is? Okay.
A lot of people from other parts of the country, they worry about, won't they be affected by the cold? No, not really. No, this is the prime season. They love the cold. The roots continue to grow in the south throughout the winter.
Okay.
Albeit at a little slower pace. But then that gets them firmly established before next summer. And that's why we like to do it.
Yeah. And it mentioned, I'll tell you, it said oaks, elms. Crepe myrtles.
Yeah.
Evergreen shrubs.
Very
fruit
nice.
trees.
Fruit trees.
Except citrus, it says.
Where's this? Where's this from?
It's from Google.
No.
So so citrus you don't plant now, or you plant citrus now?
You can plant citrus now.
Oh, good. Okay.
For the very same reasons. Most of the citrus that we recommend are very cold tolerant, and you can plant them in the ground. Now, the limes and the lemons, we kind of caution that a little bit, that make sure you have the ability to protect them somehow, either in a large container, and we're talking large, or that they're planted near some kind of electrical outlet where you can wrap them and provide a little heat.
Okay.
So it's most importantly for the limes. Also for the lemons. Our Satsuma oranges can go down to below 28 with no problem.
Oh, okay, good. Mary's, whatever, the Kitsu or Kitsu or Kitsusu?
No, that's the last one. Kitsu.
Oh, okay.
They were
that was
delicious.
really good. Yeah, they were very, very good.
I'm just going to say, no, nobody can hear us in the nursery today.
Yeah, because
we're
all the
playing
Christmas songs.
Otherwise, I would say, just a word to Mary. They were very delicious. If there's any more, we would very like them. They would be very much appreciated.
What was that?
Maybe she's listening to something.
Mary Satsuma.
Mary brought some Satsumas last weekend.
Oh,
for us to enjoy.
They're
really good.
Yeah,
I was there.
All right, yeah, there you go. All right, 210.
Yeah, they were great.
308-8867. 210-308-8867. All righty. You did some research on the food.
Yeah, I'm testing it. I walked by and they insisted that I try it.
I know they just they were
yes, you look like an official tester.
I can still see where your jacket is twisted from where they twisted your arm.
And then of course, if you can take advantage of the chili and the popcorn and everything, and then you're encouraged to donate. And what is for one of the youth?
American Cancer Society.
Yeah. So the food is good, and it's a good cause, and it all goes to the charity.
Yeah.
And then let's see, what else is there? We got Santa Claus here.
Santa is here taking pictures, and
the balloons,
the balloon art and balloon animals and stuff.
Are
Lots
they
of
face
fun.
painting?
There is face painting. There's a cute picture on the Facebook page for Millburgers of all the kids running around face painting. They look like the Grinch, or they look like Santa's elves or stuff like that. They did a nice job. Okay, so 210-308-8867. Do you want to talk about some of the Christmas gifts, and we'll see if we can inspire some calls?
Well, I was going to mention that nothing says love like a nice pile of Insulate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get some of the pre-cut ones and a nice big, I think it comes in 100 feet, but I'm not sure. And a nice big bow on that. And, oh, boy, people will go crazy on Christmas morning for that.
Yeah, and I was trying to be clever, but it's not too far from the truth. I was saying it makes a great gift for the lazy gardener in your world.
What is
that? Procrastinating gardener.
They insulate.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, just get it for them.
It's not very romantic.
No, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be that, oh, my gosh, I'm sure glad they got me that. I forgot to go out and get it.
That's true, because of I should have thought about my love for cyclamen.
Uh-oh.
And if that gardener has that same love for cyclamen, then that Insulate will really be an important part of their relationship.
You just put it over it and then way down the edges.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Yeah, what we're talking about, of course, is that cyclamen, the beautiful blooms, and the blooms will last until the weather gets warm. But they are a little sensitive to cold, but not overly sensitive. The foliage doesn't get hurt.
The foliage comes off, but the plant doesn't get hurt.
Right, the foliage is fine. It's the
foliage won't come off. No,
okay.
The flowers.
The flowers.
The flowers. Yeah, right. Okay.
And so if it's about 28, forecast to be 28 degrees or lower.
Yeah. Which, by the way,
you put your Insulate on there, just the way Mark described it, with lots. You want to have that extra dimensions on all the sides so that you can weigh it down. If you got some bricks, that works really nice, but you can use rocks, you can firewood, whatever you got, they'll hold it down.
And
small dogs.
That's kind of funny. That's where I was going to just share the advice that y'all gave. I recorded our In the Loop program that's airing this weekend with Lisa Norwood of the Animal Care Services here in San Antonio, and she was talking about the same thing. And now is the time before it gets really cold, if you've got a pet that stays outdoors, to prepare. Well, first off, there's some legal issues of keeping your pet outside if it's freezing cold. But secondly, you always wait too late. San Antonio, the cold it's great, it's nice, it's 40, yay. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's 28. So she was suggesting the same thing. Get prepare now, because it's going to come.
And we've talked about if the temperatures are flirting with 40
Right.
all along, then it's also time to get your bougainvillea and shelter and your hibiscus, tropical hibiscus, and
Certainly, yeah. The hibiscus and plumeria. What's some other ones? They should all go in.
Oh yeah, the plumeria, hibiscus.
You know what has fared pretty well so far are the begonias and the
oh wow.
Oh, and the other one we use in the shade for color. Help me on that. The
the primula.
No, not the
primrose.
That one is a winter.
Uh-huh.
And that's a great one for the winter.
Oh,
but there's the one that we use for the summer. Pentas.
Yeah, our pentas are doing well too.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, the ones that I planted that really didn't bloom really well because there was a fence by them, but they're the ones that are going gangbusters now. It's weird.
Yeah.
And
they're a good pollinator, a favorite nectar source too, for the remnant, the butterflies that are still here, and the new ones for the winter, and the bees and even the hummingbirds. If you still got the migrating hummingbirds, I said I hadn't seen any in a while, and then of course the minute I said that, the next day there was I believe it was a female black-chin, but
okay.
But I think if there's gardeners out there have other reports on hummingbird migrants, let us know that. Oh, look at those floaters!
Yeah.
Yeah, gosh, they're so beautiful. They're monarchs. But the one thing we're really looking for that we haven't seen, and at least I haven't seen in a couple of years, are the migrants. With the rufous hummingbirds, who quite often will stay in the San Antonio area. Used to be quite a regular thing in our neighborhood to have them, but I haven't seen them in a few years. So anybody that still has migrating hummingbirds moving through, and especially if you've seen rufous hummingbirds, let us know. I'd like to hear that report.
So you mentioned the butterflies, which we're seeing here at Milberger's. It's hard not to see them. But you were talking about moths yesterday. This is silly, but how do you know if you got moths? If you have the pollinators out there, and do you see the moths on the plants themselves in the evening, or do you see them just around? Or
well, yeah, you see them. Of course, when it's dark outside.
Yeah, that's the.
And if you're not outside, if you're sleeping, it's tough to see them.
Yes, thank you, Calvin.
But that's one of the reasons why we recommended that one of the gifts on the article is to gain more information about the moths. There's 15 times as many species on moths as there are butterflies, and there is a new book out.
On moths?
Yeah, on the moths, the native. Let's see.
Native Host Plants for Texas Moths by Jim and Lynn Weber.
Okay.
And that would be a great gift, or a great just a good book to have. Just if you wanted to start that kind of examination, like Milton's talking about, learning a little bit more about the moths. There's some spectacular ones. What have we've had gardeners describe those great big ones.
A big sphinx or luna moth.
And then we've
had big ones.
And we've had some of our most notorious caterpillars are moths too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like the tomato hornworms.
Oh, that's a moth? Oh, okay.
And some of the others that we see.
Oh, the loopers are moths too?
Oh, no, wait a minute. You corrected me. They're not. The loopers are not moths, are they?
Oh, okay.
No, they're butterflies, yeah.
Okay. Phew.
No, they're the little.
One of the
they're
best
cabbage butterflies. Actually, they're white and yellow.
One of the best ways to see them, Milton, is if you course, you mentioned the fragrant blooming plants at night. If you have those, you'll end up seeing some moths. And the other way is just you leave your light on outside your front door. Or
I guess you'll see them kind of hovering toward the light. That makes sense.
They'll be attracted to that light. So it's amazing sometimes that how many different species you'll see out there. But yeah, you're right. If you've got some plants, some nectar plants, and some that are obvious fragrance, that's where you'll see them. And you can go out there even with a flashlight, and so quite often you can see them.
Neat. Okay. I was just curious because we were talking about that yesterday and the moths. What else did we talk? Well, let's take a break. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. We have more of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery. Milton Glueck, Dr. Calvin Finch, Mark Peterson, and hopefully you after this on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Our phone number here is 210-308-8867, or come on out to Milberger's and enjoy all the fun. Get yourself a bowl of the Frito pie, or what? Oh, I thought you were going to say something, Calvin. Or
No, I'm too busy eating my Frito pie.
I know. Or popcorn, or get your picture taken with Santa. Just have some fun. Or come by and ask a gardening question. All right, 210-308-8867 is our number. 210-308-8867. Gentlemen, what else is going on in the gardening world?
Well, look at we haven't mentioned much about the poinsettias out there. Those are very beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
Are they on sale too?
They're the ones. Let me get that one for you here.
I got it. I guess I got.
Yeah, you got the ad too. But yeah, the poinsettias, the ones. Looking at milbergernursery.com, in the 6.5-inch pot, normally $16.99, on sale for $14.88.
Yeah, they're very attractive.
Yeah,
and of course, if you're into violas and pansies, boy, this is the place to be. There's like six rows of tables there with those different colored violas.
Oh yeah, and they're pretty, aren't they?
Yeah, gosh, amazing. And
I really like them because they're so versatile. You go in a hanging basket or a container or in the ground in a bed. They're very nice.
They can take the heat. Small containers, they prosper. They take advantage of whatever environment they're growing in and make the best of it. Covered with blooms usually.
Yeah, and they last a fairly long time into the spring.
Yep.
But they're a cool season.
Now,
color.
And if you had to pick one plant, one variety, the pansies and violas were closely related.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably the most cold tolerant of all those that we talk about. We usually don't worry about covering them up for anything that happens in a winter in San Antonio, because they seem to survive it well and keep blooming. And they bloom longer into the spring than most of the other plants we're talking about, too. Another one that I like that's in kind of the same league with the pansies, those calendulas, will last quite a long time into the spring. And what did you describe them as, Mark?
I was asking you because you had a great statement on that. Warmth?
Warm up, yeah. They seem to warm up the winter garden because they're gold or yellow are the two choices. And they're good. They're good pollinators, too. The butterflies seem to like them a lot. And put them in a row in your flower garden or in containers. Mm-hmm. They fill up those containers really well.
210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Let's see. I'm trying to think if anything else is going on in my garden. But it does bring to mind, we talked a little bit about it things that you can plant. Did we talk about the herbs that you can plant right now?
Well, yeah, you can. There's a lot of cool season plants. Now, foremost, or herbs.
Okay.
Foremost is cilantro. That's kind of the most famous one. So you can do that. You can do chives. Some of the more traditional summertime ones. You can do thyme and oregano as well.
Now,
you can use, in fact, you can do parsley. Parsley, dill, or
parsley,
fennel.
like this weather.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing you can do, we talked about our column next week
Yeah.
being talking about living Christmas trees. One of the most popular living Christmas trees is the herb rosemary. And they prune them up so they're Christmas tree shaped.
Yeah.
And it's always a great choice for if you're in an apartment, and
Yeah, that'd be good.
yeah, or even it's kind of nice in the house, when you got company, you got that tree there, that little rosemary tree there, and then the fragrance is wonderful. It blooms in January usually.
Yep.
And you can
It
plant
looks like it has LED lights on it.
Mm-hmm. Thank
So
you.
you could do that at Christmas in preparation, Milton.
Oh, put the lights on.
Yeah, put the lights on, the little pale blue lights, LED lights, and then you can take them off when it actually blooms.
and put it out there in the.
That was another thing that Mark laughed at me about when I was trying to get the rosemary to bloom closer to Christmas, because the little blooms look like lights. They make it look like a Christmas tree.
Well, it's kind of neat when they sneak up on you in January.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
too.
They're fragrant and attractive, but then of course they'll produce. They're evergreen. They'll be producing if you grow them in the sun in your patio, and you can use them for a lot of recipes. They're a favorite addition to a lot of recipes. So you really get a double bang for your buck there, because you get that decorative plant plus a real practical plant in terms of your recipes and your cooking. And they look cool. They look really neat too.
Yeah.
That's another thing worth coming to look at, is those living Christmas tree choices, including the rosemary. What did you find?
No, I didn't find any of the deer or cedar out there where we're holding them. That does not mean we don't have some.
I guess we'll grab
Okay,
Peter when he
Pete or
comes by.
Ed and see what they say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they must have some.
All right. 210-308-8867. Trying to think of other gifts or other books. What else did you talk about in your article?
Well, one that Mark and I always talk about is, and it's available here at Milberger's, is Greg Grant's book.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a new landscape or a landscape you want to renew and you want to remodel, you really need that book, because it kind of breaks up the pieces of a huge landscape, so it's not so overwhelming. And Greg is a great writer.
Oh, yeah.
And photograph, and of course unbelievable in terms of the horticulturist. So it's a good publication. It's a paperback, so it's not overly expensive, but it's kind of a neat gift. I would think it'd be a good gift to give with a gift certificate.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
For somebody that's moved into a new house or talking about changing their landscape. There's Greg Grant's book to help them break that project into small projects, and then
they can
also
use
the gift certificate.
Yeah. No, they can actually look at the book and then come over back to here and say, okay, this said for this shady area that was by the house, the face south, because Greg breaks it down pretty precisely.
And actually, he says on the front cover, it's 48 design choices.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's really good. And I'm trying to think, is it broken down by area too? Because he's really good at that.
Both in the yard area, the microsite, but also across the state,
Central Texas and stuff. Good, okay, all right, yeah, that's a good gift idea. And Monica's books, Monica Mackley, those books are. I know people have really liked the Plants with a Purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That book a great deal.
Kind of introduces. We got a lot of gardeners that are sympathetic to the native plants and challenging plants, plants that other folks say, "Oh, I don't know if that's very attractive," or "I don't know if that's useful." But she has found a use for a bunch of plants that you wouldn't expect, and not everybody's going to be convinced or fall in love with some of the plants she likes, but she's also practical in terms of a lot of plants. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that if you go through there, that you're gonna be introduced to at least 2 or 3 plants that you never thought about as being useful in your landscape.
I think you're right.
Yeah, and then the other thing about the book, which I liked the most about it, was that it does a great job of relating those plants to the butterflies. Mm-hmm. Not just monarchs, but monarchs a lot, but some of the other butterflies in our area too. So it's a good good book for that, and it's kind of an easy read too. Mm-hmm. Like it's like each chapter is like 2 or 3 pages, Mark, and
I'm trying to remember. It's very easy to read.
3 or 4, but they're short pages, so they're not real extensive, and they're broken up by photos and recipes and other little notes. Maybe there's a caution. Don't try a tea when you're pregnant on this one, or this one is actually very good to take if you're pregnant. So.
Yes.
You have a 6-legged, multicolored creature growing on your shoulder.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It was a large carpenter ant.
Okay.
I didn't think
they hardly bite.
It was attacking me.
Yes, they hardly bite.
Okay, hardly. But when they do, look out. So Monica's book would be a real, and Greg's book would be appreciated by just about any gardener in your world.
Then that second Monica, the book that when she came on our show, we talked about, that was the original book that she wrote. And there is an interesting book about some of the controversies and the complications of monarch survival.
The history, and then some of the controversies involved with it, and the personalities involved with these controversies. That was very interesting on that.
The researchers don't all agree, and of course the complication, one of the most complications, is the monarchs rarely agree with anything. So if you
they don't read the researchers' reports, in other words.
It makes you more confident that the sympathy you have for the monarchs, or the questioning you do. Why would a monarch do this? Mm-hmm. And some our favorite author says this is why they do it. But Monica's book says there's 3 or 4 different opinions of why they do this.
And I like how at the end she kind of relates it to the snout-nosed hackberry butterfly, in that some years we get a big migration that you actually can see on the radar, and some years you don't.
Oh, yeah.
And then, this may be the future for monarchs.
Oh,
it may be shorter migrations here, there, and everywhere, or they may just stay.
We're going to take a break and be back in a moment. You've got more of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up on The Answer.
We're back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 AM The Answer.
And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas. I'm Milton Glueck with Dr. Calvin Finch, Mark Peterson, and do you give us a call, be a part of the show, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867, the number to call if you've got some gardening questions. I've been trying to think, too. We're talking a little bit about gardening gifts. It's Milberger's big annual Christmas open house, so it seems appropriate to talk about gardening gifts and stuff. But can you think of things that wouldn't come? We talked about different plants in the books, but it's like, I'm trying to think, is there something that you wouldn't maybe normally think of that you should? Like, I wouldn't normally think of citrus, but citrus apparently is one of the most popular items to give as a Christmas gift. Can you think of some other stuff that you wouldn't necessarily think? I wouldn't have thought of the insulate, and I think somebody's going to appreciate that because you bought it for them and then they had it when it froze.
And I like that idea of getting a plant or a gift certificate along with a book of covering one of the topics that you might. And the citrus would be another one you could do that for. We didn't list a citrus information book on there, but
I'm sure there.
Yeah, there's some. And then let's see. I was thinking. Oh, another thing that I thought you were going to bring up the fact that we had such a great response yesterday from the gardeners out there that had those battery operated chainsaws.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's strange because my article concentrates mostly on books and then gift certificates, but then I couldn't resist that battery operated chainsaw because they're so useful. It gives you so much, so easy to use, and gives you so much capability in your own landscape. But it was confirmed by some of the calls of our
gardeners. Bert loves his.
Yeah.
And I think James talked about his too. Yeah. And
they're not. I talked about steel being my favorite, but each one of the gardeners had a variety that was very successful and worked well for them, and a lot of different sizes. But that I think would be a great gift.
Of which the chainsaw or the electric?
The chainsaw. The battery operated, because they're kind of new to the market, but they make the gardeners much more capable of handling some of the tasks. We talked about the. I said 4 inches. You could handle logs or trunks that were 4 inches. And Mark mentioned that in some cases 6 inches is not too much, but you want to be careful.
Yeah, now you're going into the terrain of danger, and you should get a expert on that.
Yeah,
when you're getting towards 6, you can do it in pieces, but it's going to be a little dangerous.
Yeah,
and we also talked about that now that battery operated chainsaw works so well in tandem with our stump and vine killer.
Mm-hmm.
The cut vine. Oh no, it's no longer called cut vine.
No, it's good, but it's called cut stump or stump and vine killer.
Yeah,
there you go. There's no cut involved.
Right. Bless you.
Thank you. But you, now that the leaves are falling off of those unwanted, I think it's, if you got any kind of a property, you probably have some unwanted hackberries, and you probably have some on one of China berries. Maybe you also have some mulberries that you don't want. But and so the leaves are off, so it's easy to cut them, find them. Don't have to go digging through so much like the jungle like you had to during the summer. But then you also can go ahead and apply that stump and vine killer. It works even when the plants are in a dormant state.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah,
That's cool.
And that's a key feature. But you can go ahead and do it at this time of year, where it's a lot easier to work around. Certainly cooler to work in the yard and get those out.
What is the verdict on? So I know that when we first started talking about it, the idea was you cut whatever, and then you painted on the wound the vine and stump killer. But then people began to talk about just kind of cutting into the bark, getting to the green, and then painting on that, so you didn't have to cut the whole thing.
That's how we do it in forestry.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah. So, or we make a what we call a friddle, and that's just a cut on one side.
Okay.
And curl it back a little bit with a hatchet, and then pour the chemical inside.
Now you're kind of going into a little more complex. You know, we talk about that using that vine and stump killer works when they're dormant. We know it works when you do just cover the whole cut. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you've got some more experience or you're professional with it, you can deal with the bigger trunks and make it maybe it's a little easier.
So what we're talking about here is for larger trees.
Okay.
Because if you can cut it down, cut it and then apply it on the stump. That's the key way to go.
Okay.
If you can't cut it down, well then we're going to go other methods.
Okay. I might try that on the what was the ones I did? I think they were the ligustrum, where some of them died down to the ground and never came back, and some of them just came back and looked like they were angry at me. Even though I used the vine
challenge.
They want to come back. I've got another question, kind of coming from our experience, but I bet our listeners have this experience too. I'm guessing now, because it's almost winter, that those big old vines that you didn't want that now are entangled in everything are probably dormant or dead. Are they dead?
No, they're dormant.
Okay, is this a good time to pull them down? And
it depends on
cut them off.
it depends on the type of vine.
Okay.
We're talking Mustang grape, or we're talking about Queen's Wreath, or
passion flower type
passion
thing.
vine.
Yeah, thank you.
So it all depends.
All right, so
now those butterflies are going to be peeved at you if you cut down that passion vine.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm shaking the finger at you. It's just like,
they can become unruly.
Yeah, again, that provides cover.
No.
And also there are some insects which lay eggs on the other side of those leaves.
Okay.
So you may be killing.
Oh man!
You may be killing little baby insects.
No, there is a compromise there.
Is there? I'm hoping there's a compromise.
Well, and the passion vine also works with you on this because
good.
They're very reluctant to give up and die.
Yes,
but so you can kind of cut them back to get them under control. And even our fritillaries that lay their eggs on. That's the only place they'll lay their eggs on the passion flower plants. They will strip them sometimes, all the foliage off, and still, in 3-4 weeks
it's back.
Vine, it's got back. So you can take some control.
Yeah, and there's one that's like so entangled in everything that even if you just try to pull it down, you're pulling the whole tree down, it seems like. So I guess you could cut it, let it die, and then it would be easier to pull down, or no?
Yeah, it's when it would get after it's dead, it would get brittle,
Okay.
So you can break it off in pieces.
Okay. What about your cat's claw? Is this a good time to get rid of that?
This one is not. Yeah, cat's claw is cold sensitive, but cat's claw has not showed any.
It does.
Any retreat at this point. But now that's a vine that quite often they'll use that. What is the active ingredient? Tricloper.
And the
Tricloper.
The vine and stump.
Right,
they that's an effective use of that vine. But yeah, you're right. You could cut it. You can cut it back, or you can wait and hope that some cold weather comes. But the one that is retreating a bit is our coral vine.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of good news. It's not the best news for the bees and other pollinators because they love it and it's a favorite nectar source. But if you are a little nervous when it's taken over your whole roof or moving across your neighbor's yard and 6 houses down, then you're kind of happy to have it retreat for the winter.
So should I worry if the passion vine gets caught up in the electric wires of the,
I think I would,
lines?
But I'd be very careful.
No, that's a CPS energy.
That's when you call CPS and go, hey, can you come take care of this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because it can.
Yeah, I was.
It's not.
I was fascinated. You were worried about the passion vine.
Oh, getting into the no.
Yeah, it was like threatening its health.
That was yes. No, I was worried that
Oh, you were worried about your electricity.
Yeah, that somehow the passion vine would either cut it off, or if I was pulling it down, I would probably do well not to pull it down if it was in the wires.
Yes.
But yeah, there's a little vacant area behind the house. It was probably once an alleyway.
Yeah, it's always a vacant area.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it loves that vacant area. But anyway, all right. 210, but you could do the cut vine.
What kind of passion vine is it? It must be
I don't know. It's pretty invasive.
Yeah, it must be a
native one or
no?
One,
I don't think.
The non-native invasive one. It's pretty
aggressive.
Pretty aggressive.
Okay.
Now the one that's most familiar freezes back. Well, it doesn't. The cold weather cuts it back. I mean, it quits growing and then it dies to the ground, and then comes back.
Yeah,
reseeds and regrows in the summertime again.
There are some when they're at their full happy growth period that you maybe need that electric chainsaw to get through. There, you don't, but they get pretty.
It's pretty thick.
Yeah, it is pretty thick.
Intertwining vines, and so it is.
Well, and
they're always on the fence. They're always on a chain link fence.
That's where one of those battery-operated
that'd be perfect.
saws does work very well.
Yeah, because it's just small enough that you can go.
But yeah, if you're dealing with electric lines or one that's just really
I'll call CPS.
dominant, or a professional.
Okay.
Person, tree repair person.
Yeah, we would tell you to go call CPS.
Okay,
we're not messing around with that.
Okay. Oh, the professionals would tell you that too?
Yeah, the professionals, we would turn around and go, call CPS Energy.
Okay. We'll call CPS. They've done the other stuff in the neighborhood. They're really good about all that kind of stuff. Bless you. Or you're just coughing. All right, 210-308.
Jalapeno.
Oh, no.
Oh, I guess that's a fire out there.
Yeah, they lit up the chimenea.
Okay.
Oh, look at that guy.
Yeah.
That's great. With he's got
Santa
a balloon,
Claus.
Santa hat, and a beard. 210-308-80. I want one of those. 210-308-8867. And the number
You used to insist on
getting
something.
Yeah, I've grown up.
Oh. Did they tell you don't?
No,
Don't
they've
bug
never
us
told me
anymore.
no. So, All righty, let's see what else is going on in the gardening world that we can think of. We talked about the veggies and we talked about the herbs and some of the flowering stuff. Anything in terms of garden maintenance and soil maintenance that I should be?
Well, we usually have finished with our composting.
Okay.
Last month, but it's been kind of such weird weather that if you want to add some compost to your lawn and to your beds, there are different amounts. On the lawn, it's probably about a quarter of an inch to a half inch, and then in the bed, we can go up to 2 inches. Usually, we do about an inch of composting, and you can compost you can incorporate into the soil. Mulch, you never do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Always remember that. So.
And do you want to aerate still or no? Or anytime?
February is always a good time to aerate.
Okay.
I don't think you can go wrong by aerating. There's probably sometimes during the year when it's more efficient. But from now until the growth season, especially through February and March, that really works well, that aeration and top dressing. Really translates into improvement and growth and response to the just more efficient.
Yeah, more. Is it the oxygen or the
part of it?
Okay.
Yeah, just a whole list there. Just everything the gas exchange, makes the nutrients more efficient, the storage. What always throws me, Mark, is that you get better drainage, but you also get better retention, moisture retention.
Oh, that makes sense, but I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah, so the infiltration's going, but there's an accumulation. You're opening up to some organic matter, whether you're adding it with the compost or just leaf or grass leaves that fallen into those holes, and it can decompose, and then all of a sudden you got additional organic matter, which adds to water holding capacity.
Now I got a question. One of the questions for the question and answer article was, after this the weather the way it's been, the compost piles have not decomposed very quickly, and the gardener says, what are some practices or techniques that I could impose or use to speed up the decomposition?
That's a great question.
Yeah, and of course there's a whole lot of things you can use. I always say, in the old days we should say 50% green material and 50% brown material. Now I kind of say 60% green and 40% brown. But moisture, just by adding moisture.
Moist, not wet.
Okay.
And air by turning it over.
Mm-hmm.
That works. Some of the folks hesitate to do this, but just 10 cups of
nitrogen
fertilizer.
Fertilizer, okay.
Yeah, high nitrogen fertilizer really has a major impact on, especially if your compost pile has the moisture in it, and some green material and some brown material. But that available nitrogen just speeds up the process, and it's not wasted at all because it becomes part of that compost if you use it.
Is there a point that you should just give up and start new on the compost pile? Like, look, nothing's changed in a month. It's still just sitting there.
No, it will continue. We live in an area of the country which pretty much recycles the compost quickly. Quickly.
Now, if you're in the one of the wet swamp areas where the organic material just keeps accumulating and accumulating.
Okay.
That can go, sometimes that can be hundreds of years even.
Oh,
It's called
I don't
peat.
think I have that kind of time.
Peat moss, yeah.
It's called
Oh,
peat.
okay.
Yeah,
Not
but-
my dad. No, it's called peat moss.
Okay.
So some of the commercial, or many of the commercial operations will do that. They'll add a little nitrogen
Oh, to the
to speed up the processes. I find that Big Red is an excellent solution.
Oh, okay.
So
Because of the sugars
it's primary, yeah,
or the caffeine.
Yeah, no, the sugar.
Are you thinking about the caffeine?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were.
Well, I thought you knew that I dislike Big Red immensely.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
I find that's the only good purpose for it is to accelerate decomposition in the compost pile.
Okay. So, all right. That's the sugar part. I'll have to keep playing with it because, the little turner that we have has kind of stopped doing anything. If you keep turning it, it just kind of, you hear the thunka of old stuff in it.
Oh. Well, it's, the idea of the turning is to increase oxygen.
Oxygen, yeah.
Which increases microbial activity.
Okay. What was that?
Same thing with my Big Red solution.
Oh, okay.
You're increasing microbial activity.
Well, what do you think is the minimal time that you could do? Have you ever? The reason I bring that up is because it used to be when we started our Master Gardener chapters here. That used to be a topic, where everybody was kind of competing. How fast can we get our compost to decompose? And sometimes it's amazing at how fast
you can get it. Really? Okay. All right.
3 weeks.
Ours is kind of lazy.
Sometimes 3 weeks. Of course, it can be several years, too.
Oh, good. I think we're on the several-year plan. All right, we're going to take a quick break. While we do, you give us a call at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening, South Texas, coming up on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas, on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Hey, we had a listener who came up and was talking to me, and wanted to know, she planted zinnias and had like a baggie full of seeds, and she wants to know when she can plant them.
In March.
Oh, in March. Okay.
Yeah, or April.
Oh, okay.
But quite often they'll grow in March, but April is kind of it generally is always warm enough then.
Okay. So end of March, beginning of April.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah, because
and boy, she got a lot of seeds.
Oh yeah, they're great seed producers, and they're great pollinating, producing plants, a lot of nectar. But then the seeds are also real popular with the seed eaters. My favorite little goldfinches.
Oh, is that? Yeah.
Yeah, I
you
like
mentioned
the
that.
zinnia seeds, and so do the house finches and the cardinals. So that's another good source. So they got nectar, good attractive flowers. They're a worthy plant to appreciate.
Yeah, a neighbor of mine had two seasons of flowers this past year.
On the zinnias?
On the zinnias. Now, the second one wasn't as prolific as the first, but they're still going. They're barely dropping right now.
Yeah, I have a tendency to try to let them go as long as I can because they're so attractive to the butterflies and the bees and
then with the seeds later on.
Yeah, that's right. All those the birds.
And how do you suggest planting them? Are you taking the seeds and like putting them in rows, or you just casting them into the garden?
I have a tendency to cast,
Okay.
but you can do it. You can just works very well just to to designate the row there and just do your little
Okay.
move your fingers over the seed, those seed heads or the round blooms, with the remnants of the blooms.
And did you want to cover them, or they don't cover them either?
You don't have to cover them.
Okay. So probably best not
the
to.
minute you start trying to cover
Oh.
You put too
seeds,
much on.
you end up quite often most of them get too deep.
Oh, okay.
The only ones that are relatively easy to cover without getting too deep are things like peas and beans and
Oh.
radishes. So,
And is it too late for some of the seeds like that, like the peas and the beans and the?
the beans it's pretty late, but
Okay.
the peas, it's still, you can plant sweet peas, you can plant the
English peas.
English
one?
peas.
Oh, English peas. Okay. Black-eyed peas. Black-eyed peas.
No,
Cow peas?
no, they're hot
did
weather.
Yeah, we
Oh.
did that earlier in the year.
Rats.
But the ones that Calvin and I
Rats
like
like
is,
them too. Yeah.
are the edible ones, the edible pod, like
Oh yeah.
sugar snaps and snow peas. You can do those now.
Yeah, because they. Well, gosh, you can plant them up into February and still have them be successful.
Oh really? Okay. So sugar snaps and what else?
Snow peas.
Snow peas.
And then if you're one of the flower, the sweet peas,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
they're now they have been pretty successful in germinating. This year it's funny because some of the plants like the carrots and the beets, you wouldn't think that they would be less sensitive to the temperatures and the lack of moisture than the peas are, but the peas seem to have fared pretty well, even though it's been pretty hot and dry. But yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
get them in. Soak them overnight.
Oh, do? Okay.
You don't even have to soak them overnight. You can do it for a couple, 3 hours if you want to. but
No, I
overnight
just get
is
the
fine.
seeds here, I guess.
Hmm?
Just get the seeds here.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
What do we got? Probably 4 or 5 different varieties.
Yeah.
All right. 210-308-8867 is our number. 210-308-8867. Yes, sir?
Another stocking stuffer
Yes.
idea.
Yeah.
No, just what we're talking about, a little seed pack.
Yeah, I think that's a good one, too. I was thinking about your wildflower seeds and then the other ones that they could do now, or zinnias for later, or things like that. But you want them is it too late to plant the wildflower seeds, or can they still?
No, I'd get them
Do 'em
in.
now.
It really doesn't make any sense to keep them
Yeah.
another year. I mean, you get them, you plant them.
Yeah.
And it'd be great if you planted them a little earlier, but the weather hasn't been great for them. So planting them now is probably going to be as successful as planting them a month ago.
So I think that would be a great stocking
No, that'd be
stuffer
great.
that you could, because of the weird roller coaster weather that we've had. Keeping them and then opening them on Christmas Day.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
What is that? 26th. What's that called? Boxing Day.
Yeah.
And in Canada, you can do that. You go out and plant a bunch of wildflowers.
Ooh, I got to look at my. You have the oxblood lilies, right?
Oh yeah.
They're not doing anything now, are they? Because mine, I think mine is.
Yeah, mine have got a little foliage. but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what the ones. Remember, you gave me some before. I planted them all in a row in the yard, and nothing happened, and now I'm starting to see some stuff. But I think the two people who hosted last week said that I probably would not get a flower right now.
This fall,
The fall? Oh, geez.
well, you probably earlier was
Yeah, I
see,
said
mine
that-
bloomed a month ago.
Yeah, I was going to say October,
Okay.
mid-October.
But they're amazingly. If what these are doing is they're developing some root and some bulb, right? I don't know if they're a rhizome or just a bulb, but they. So they're just taking a chance to get some growth on them.
So you need the foliage to put some energy back into.
Oh,
the bulb.
okay, that's
So
true.
you really want that foliage on there. A lot of people have been asking about amaryllis, and the same thing is after the holiday season, you try to you cut off the flower. The flower will probably wither, but you want to retain the leaves for a very long time because they're going to put energy back into the bulb so it can rebloom next year. So you just keep going until about August, and then you cut them off and store it and bring it out about now.
All right. That's pretty cool because, people do like them, and then they kind of, I don't know, we kind of forgot ours.
It's probably a good thing
What's that?
that you forgot.
It's probably what?
It's probably a good thing.
Oh, you think?
Yeah,
'Cause I
I
didn't-
think they like the neglect.
Oh, okay.
Benign neglect.
Okay, yes. It was, we just kind of let them sit and keep them. Yeah, they were in the garden, so they probably kept dry. So, all right, let's see. Trying to think of what else might be. Oh, when do I plant the poppy seeds? I have to find them.
Right now.
Right now? Okay,
Yeah.
that'd be good. I'm going to go. I'll do it this afternoon.
So you had some poppies? You had some like California poppies or
I
Icelandic?
had some that, the ones we got, the maroon poppies. I still have the seeds. I put them in a drawer, and I found them earlier this year.
Really?
I think so.
You haven't planted any of those?
No.
Oh wow!
I think is it going to get cooler and rainier at the latter part of this week?
It's going to get cooler, not rainier.
Okay.
I'll double check them.
Well, it would be perfect time then.
I would think.
Yeah.
I think though that go ahead and get them planted
Okay.
because then there's no benefit. To
No.
waiting.
Winter grass is coming up. The little winter
Weeds, yeah.
Yeah. So, all righty. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. The number to call. Oh, see, she got a Rudolph. She got a Rudolph balloon animal. Yeah.
And her face was painted.
What's that?
And her face was painted.
Oh, yeah.
At least I hope so.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And I've seen people who had their face painted as Rudolph. They had the red nose, and they had the little stuff on their forehead and stuff. It's real cute. All right, let's take a quick break. While we do, give us a call, 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up with Mark Peterson, Dr. Calvin Finch, and you right after this on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson. Sitting here at Milberger's at 1604 on Boulevardy Road on, again, a clear sky, beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky, as Al pointed out back at the station. It is clear up there. It's not even hazy. Maybe a little on the horizon, but it's still very, very pretty. All right, so we were talking about different topics during the break to bring up. What did we decide on?
Well, I was going to mention a little bit, just briefly, about watering.
Oh, yeah, watering.
Remember, folks, you don't need to be watering extensively in your yard.
Okay.
The plants don't need it. They're going to sleep. Just generally about once every 4 to 6 weeks is all they need.
Okay.
If there are no rainfall. No significant
That's
rainfall.
established plants.
Yeah.
How much?
Yes, it is established plants. But more importantly,
Yes.
if you are on Saw's water, remember that your winter averaging, which means your sewer bill, is going to be determined by how much water you use during the winter time, from about November to March.
Yeah, that was Karen pointed that out too.
So that's very important because that determines your sewer bill for the rest of the year. So make sure that you are not using a lot of water. Make
Any
sure
unnecessary water.
Unnecessary water. There you go. Thank you. Clarification. Make sure you don't have any leaks. That's always important, too.
Well, and that can be challenging, but the SAWS tries to help you determine that. These new measuring.
The new meters, which, again, Karen was saying by the end of maybe next year or this year. This year sounds too soon.
Yeah.
That every SAWS customer will have one. Residential customer will have one. But they will be. Everyone will have them eventually.
And they detect a strange pattern in the day that it occurs.
Yeah. There is a lag time because we're using CPS's system, and so it takes 24 hours. But on that 24 hours, we have people looking, and if we see a strange aberration in your water usage, we'll give you a holler. We'll send you a text and possibly a phone call. Yeah, I don't know how the system works now, but I certainly know a text is sent.
No, that'd be good, because if you've got a leak you want to know, or if you've left the hose on and gone inside to go to the bathroom. Not that I've ever done that.
No. Not that I've taken a nap.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think about that one. Yeah, so you would get that text and you would know.
Yeah.
We were talking about that too. I'm bragging on SAWS is the good job they've done at keeping San Antonio water.
Well, it's not just SAWS. It's
that was what
it's our population, our elected officials, our industries. That on Karen's that presentation with the nursery industry, one of the things we emphasized was that the reason that San Antonio has been so successful is that it was our industries involved, our volunteers, the extension service, and everybody recognized that that part of it was everybody had to have input, and everybody had to recognize, come up with a plan that we all agreed on, and then follow the rules that we agreed on, and that has been so successful that San Antonio has kind of led the Texas area, the cities in Texas on water use, reduced water use, and just it's been so cool. We're using. Population has grown a lot, but we're using no more water than we used to. 30 years ago?
Yeah. So yes, since then, in fact, at a presentation which I attended to the Irrigation Advisory Council, it's a statewide council. Karen pointed out that even with our tremendous growth, we have. Through some new efforts, we have maintained and reduced our usage, even in dry periods. So that's quite an accomplishment. And it's like Calvin says, it's everybody.
Yeah, that's a good point. Bert's on the line at 210-308-8867. What's going on, Chalmette, Bert?
Yard maintenance before it gets cold again.
Yep.
I was just repairing hoses, but I got the question because I know I love passion flower vine because I drink it as a tea. I know
wow.
It's a relaxant from my days learning herbalism. And I was wondering, the passion fruit, is that a tree?
No. Well, yes, but that is a very tropical tree. It's a fruit. When I worked in Puerto Rico, I basically survived on passion fruit juice. But it's a very tropical tree. It will not grow here.
That's what I was saying. When you said tropical, I was like, that ain't going to work. Second question is, the tomatoes on the vine that we get at the stores, what varietal is it, or is it a hybrid, or what? Does anybody know? I've never been able to find out.
What is it?
When you go to the store and you see these small red tomatoes, really red, but they're on the vine, they sell them while they're on the vine. Do you know what variety those are?
There's a number of varieties.
It's a number?
Yeah, variety. No, there's a number of different varieties.
Oh, okay.
And usually it's not BHN 968, but it's some of those that are related. And now you do see, sometimes you see our cherry-shaped tomatoes.
Yeah.
But I would bet that there's easily 12 or 13 common selections that are filling that gap.
And Bert, I know which one you talk about. It's a nice little round tomato. Not like a full size like a celebrity, but something a little bit smaller. And they're really nice. There's about 7 or 8 on the vine there, and they sound like that. But they always look real nice. And I have bought. Yeah, I like them, and they're always ripe, and I like the taste on them. You're right.
And the third question is, and I'll let you go in case anybody else calls, is when is it time to bring my aloes in? Because they're pretty big. I got to make space for them in the house.
What is it? Bring
Aloe.
in.
Aloes are frost sensitive. Some species are more frost sensitive than others, but always know that 42 is a little touchy on them, but certainly you want to get them in by 38.
And it's almost. I think tonight's low is 40. So
yeah.
Well, I have them under cover on the patio, and then I cover them up with cotton, old cotton sheets that I just ripped up, and I just cover them up. I tent them. Are they be safe on the patio until it gets like you said?
Yes, they will. What do you have a heat source then you could add to them underneath those sheets?
No, I do not at the moment. I was thinking about if we had the old incandescent light bulbs. That's what we used to do when I was a child in Louisiana. We put the tent on them and put a light bulb underneath there.
Just make sure they're not lead bulbs.
LED.
They're not heat producers.
Oh, yeah. No LEDs. Get the old incandescent ones. Yeah. And this time of year, use those old Christmas lights if you can find them.
Some of the folk. Well, we used to say use the Christmas lights, but it's tough to find the non-LED Christmas lights now. But unless you do have some old ones,
well, go online. I found
and even mechanics lights.
Right,
they work real well if you got the non-LED.
Well, they got a place online that I found. It's just called Incandescent, I believe, and they sell incandescent light bulbs for all kinds of places.
That's great.
So,
I'm not worried about them right now. When we hit 38, then you start worrying about them.
Oh, okay.
All righty, thank you guys. Have a great week.
Thank you, Bert. Always good talking to you. Talk to you next week. All right, 210-308-8867. Still time to get a call in, so get that in real quick so we can help you. Yeah, 42 tonight is what Al says, so it's not as imperative, or if it...
it's okay. They may have some problems.
Oh, okay. Because I just took everything out of the garage and put it back outside.
Depends on the local area and whether it's a low spot or... It always surprises me, down in the bottom of my yard in the dip there.
Oh, yeah, how it gets lower?
It can be 5 or 6 degrees.
Oh, my gosh, really? Wow.
And the aloe for aloe barbadensis, the one that we use as a cream. And
yeah.
So that's very sensitive. And so... In other words, there are different aloes have different temperature sensitivities.
Okay.
So some of the ones down the valley, maybe not so much, but the aloe is very sensitive to temperature.
What about yucca? Is yucca easy to grow?
Excuse me?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said something.
Most of them are pretty tough.
Yucca. Yeah.
Oh, those that Mark talked about yesterday are pretty tough. They're not.
Okay.
I'm not worried about any yucca.
Okay.
Even the ones out, the big Spanish daggers out there in Big Bend and things like that, they get cold all the time.
Okay, good.
So.
Yeah.
And part of it is too what the temperatures are before you get the threatening. If it cools off on a regular kind of a pattern slowly, then the plants are much more capable of taking the hard cold when it does come. But if it comes fast and unexpected.
So if tonight it went down to 32, we had lovely temperatures yesterday and today, and then if it automatically went down to 32, that's a sudden problem. That'd be a problem.
Wind.
I caught it. Did you see the catch?
Oh,
sign me up. Sign me up, Coach.
Cat-like reflexes on you.
It is.
Not so much Calvin and I.
You did so well on catching that chili there.
I thought there was something still in it. Oh, save the chili.
Just the instinct.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Anything else? Just about 3 minutes left that gardeners can be doing this week?
No, it's like I said. There's a lot of things, a lot of little routine things you can be doing. Maybe a little cutting here, a little adding compost there, a little watering.
Well, and also you're probably thinking about your Christmas gift list, and go ahead and include the thinking about if your people on the list are your gardeners. Think about some of the things we've talked about as for them, because they'll appreciate those garden-related presents. And there's lots of good choices, a lot of fun.
And where could they read about some of those?
Well, they could, of course, get the article in the Express News from yesterday, or if you could even get it on the internet.
mysa.com.
Yeah, and so a lot of that information is available in our plans.
And they could be planning on providing gifts, Christmas gifts, particularly food, to your local radio hosts. And
wow.
I don't mean so blatant. But.
No, that was pretty blatant. I thought you were going to go a whole different direction of donating food.
Donating to our local, which we should end up on.
Yes.
Always make sure you donate appropriately to all our wonderful, wonderful charities we have around town.
And I think the food bank and do the food bank and the master gardeners work together, or is just the food bank that grows their own?
They've had various projects together.
Okay.
Yes, they still are doing something on 151.
Yeah, there you go. That's where you can see it. All righty, Calvin, you got your article, and then anything else you can think of, or you'll have to give me a report on your Crawford lettuce.
Yeah, and then next week we're talking about living Christmas trees.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That'll be a good topic. Be interesting. And then it's not too early to start talking about New Year's resolutions.
Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, we've had fun in the past talking about that with
and
joining a garden club.
We started a little bit of the talk about the success of the water conservation effort in the San Antonio area, and part of that is because it is part of everybody's thinking about it and taking action that contributes to our success.
All right, well, we'll say goodbye for today. Thanks to Al for doing the great job. Thanks to you for listening. I'm Milton Glueck. See you next time on Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.